Today is September 17th, 2024, and Toyota has just unveiled the 2025 Toyota Sienna. So, with all the changes that they've made, should you upgrade your current Sienna or your current Toyota to this car? Let's go ahead and find out. You guys might know that we have a 2023 Toyota Sienna Platinum. That is an amazing car. It's great on gas, it's amazing for road trips, and you have a ton of space inside. So I'm really curious to see what Toyota has done to this car for 2025. Right off the bat, I'm noticing new wheels. So the Platinum model, which is what you're seeing right now and what we have the chrome hubcaps. That's not really something you can option on. Like, you can't really option on a different set of wheels, not like you can with some other luxury brands. It's either you get 18-inch wheels on the all-wheel drive model and 20-inch wheels on the front-wheel drive model. So I'm noticing that they kind of have a split-spoke design instead of the design they have right now. Let's take a look at the key points down here. Toyota's new advanced rear seat reminder makes its global debut on Sienna. We have a rear seat reminder on our Sienna, but apparently there is something new about that for the 2025 model year. Ours, if you don't open the door and get something back there and you just lock the car without going back into the rear seats, it will make some noise. It will beep over and over at you a couple of times. Convenient new vacuum and fridge box, now standard on Platinum and available unlimited. So certain features currently are only on Platinum and not available unlimited. So I like how they're expanding the availability of things. Upgraded interior fit and finish on seats, console, and dashboard for all grades. The materials in our Sienna, they're quite good. They're not luxury levels, but I will say that they are better than the other minivans besides the Chrysler Pacifica Pinnacle. Latest Toyota audio multimedia system, now standard with available 12.3-inch touchscreen. I'm guessing that 12.3-inch touchscreen is only going to be on the limited and Platinum because that's what they did to the Highlander. So I'm guessing they're going to do the same for the Sienna. But each grade will have the same software. That is going to be very welcome because right now we're rocking the old Entune 3.0 system. It's not the best. You don't even have wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It's not very fast, and the map resolution is just not there. Digital gauge cluster now available on XSE, Woodland Edition, Limited, and Platinum. So that is also going to be welcome. Our current Sienna has a screen in between the two analog gauges, which is completely fine, but I know on the lower grades it's a very small screen. Woodland Edition and Platinum grade change up wheel styling for 2025. So that is what we saw in the picture. Woodland Edition is more of a rare grade, so you might not see a lot of those. Magnetic gray metallic exterior color new to Platinum, Limited, XLC, XLE, and LE grades. Notice they didn't include Woodland Edition because the Woodland Edition is limited to only 2 or 3 colors. I don't know the reasoning behind that, but that's just how it is. So, I'm just going to read through this and summarize for you guys what they're saying. So, basically, in the second paragraph here, they're talking about the vacuum and the fridge box. So basically there is like a center console in the not exactly a center console. It comes out from the front center console. You have a vacuum and a fridge. So you can choose between fridge mode or freezer mode. And you also have in that area an attachment to put a vacuum hose. I think that's going to be really nice because right now only the Chrysler Pacifica has a vacuum. I know the Honda Odyssey used to have a vacuum, but they discontinued that for 2022. So it's been a couple years. So there are new designs on the interior. So you get a new macadamia and black color option with black also available. The Sienna Platinum right now only has noble brown leather. I don't think that's everybody's favorite. We think it looks nice, but it will be nice to have extra options. And then soft text, that is the same. And then the LE has woven fabric seats. The center console also changes up across Sienna grades with a new wood grain finish for an upscale look on the Platinum and Limited, a gloss black serrated finish on the XSC and Woodland edition, and an anodized gray colored paint on the XLE and LE. Okay, so right now they kind of have this pattern in the center console. I think it looks quite nice. It kind of reminds me of what they do in the My Box from Mercedes. So that is definitely nice. It says right here, the Qi wireless smartphone charger gets an upgrade to the 5th generation tech that charges devices more quickly and is now standard on all grades. The Sienna we have right now, the wireless charger is just not good. Like, I put my phone on there and it will charge for maybe 15 seconds and it's not going to charge for the rest of the car ride. And like, it's just not there right now, and it's also really slippery. I also have a slippery case, but I think that is nice that they are upgrading the wireless phone charger, because right now the Toyota Crown also has the new wireless phone charger, and that works miles better than the Sienna, and it charges my phone so fast. So it looks like the window trim is now darkened on the XSC grade and the Woodland edition. So I think that's going to look nice because the XSC is designed to be the sportier trim level of the Sienna, and I think they're doing a pretty good job on that right now. But I think the window trim and whatever else they're putting on there, that also should be darkened. Advanced rear seat reminder. So it looks like there's a 60 gigahertz band millimeter wave radar to scan the second and third row seats for potential movement. Now, I understand why they didn't put it in the first row, because I would hope that maybe if your child is sleeping up there, you don't lock them in a hot car. And the initial warning will trigger the hazard lights and to flash and sound the door lock chime 9 times. So I'm pretty sure that's what it does for our Sienna. It sounds the door lock chime like 7 or 9 times, but the hazard lights do not flash. So I think that is an upgrade. And then approximately 90 seconds after the initial warning, if movement is still detected by the sensor and a door has not been opened, the advanced rear seat reminder will sound the horn as part of an escalation warning. So I think that is pretty good. That is kind of what they're doing in Hyundai products. I know in the Palisade, if it detects movement back there, it will sound the horn. It will just sound the horn. It won't do anything else. And you will get notifications through the Toyota app. The Toyota app is just okay. It's not the best, but you still will get notifications, and you can hopefully go back to your car to get that. They didn't really copy Tesla with the dog mode or anything, because then that would be okay and you wouldn't need to go through any of that. But we're not talking about Tesla right now. We're talking about the Sienna. And then finally, after an additional 2 minutes has elapsed, the system will attempt to generate an automated phone call from Toyota Safety. And you can turn that off if you want to. But I think I really like how they are taking extra safety precautions, because that is a problem, leaving or forgetting kids in a hot car. That is a real problem, and I really like how they are taking extra safety precautions. So that looks like the new color in the Sienna. That's probably the Sienna Platinum, guessing by the exterior color from what we saw up there. And that I really like the two-tone seats, macadamia on black. That is a gorgeous combination, and of course you have to have the ottomans on the Platinum model. Those are such a game changer on road trips. We use them all the time in our Sienna. So, like I mentioned, they will have the new 12.3-inch infotainment system, and it will wake up when you say "Hey Toyota." That is something that you can't do with the current Sienna. And take a closer look at this area, that glossy wood trim. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but it really looks nice. It's not that there's anything wrong with what they're doing right now, but like, people have a hard time determining what that material exactly is. So even if this is not real wood, they're still making an effort to make it look more premium, if that makes sense. And you will get over-the-air updates, augmenting the multimedia experience. So you do get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and then there is a Wi-Fi Connect, and it includes a 1-month subscription that offers 4G connectivity for up to 5 devices, turning the Sienna into an AT&T hotspot. Good to know that they use AT&T. And for the audiophile, Sienna offers an available JBL premium audio system with 12 speakers. So that is the same sound system that we have on our Sienna Platinum. And it is absolutely amazing. It might not sound like a lot, but it really is amazing. So moving over here to the safety, looks like they're keeping the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. I don't know how to feel about that because they're adding that advanced rear seat reminder thing, but they're not upgrading the safety system to at least 2.5 or 2.5 plus. So this Sienna is kind of behind on the safety features, because if you look at the Grand Highlander, that has 3.0, the Crown has 3.0, the Highlander has 2.5 plus, and then the Sequoia and Tundra have 2.5. The Sienna is the only one that has 2.0. And I think there are a couple others that have 2.0 as well, but I would like to see that being upgraded. 10 airbags, that is really good. That is class leading if you are curious about that. And everybody knows that Toyota is the master at making hybrids. They still have the same 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder engine, and you get 36 miles per gallon, which is also class leading. So in our Sienna, we usually see 38 or 39. So I think Toyota is underestimating the fuel economy just a little bit, but that is still amazing. And it's not the quickest minivan. I'm pretty sure it is actually the slowest minivan. Maybe the Carnival Hybrid is a little bit slower, but this has only 245 horsepower. I was hoping for a Sienna Prime, or at least a Hybrid Max version of the Sienna, but I guess people aren't really going to be doing drag races in minivans. So this is a shot of the second and first row. So that is the screen that would pop up if you say "Hey Toyota," if you look at this infotainment system right here. And then also this is the new console that extends backward. And I see there is a little ribbon of wood. That is a really premium touch. Looks like you get 2 USB-C ports, and then there's where you would activate the vacuum, get refrigerator mode, freezer mode, HDMI, little storage here, and you push that to open up the cool box. And then everything else looks pretty much the same for the second row. They still include 4-zone climate control, which is class exclusive. You get heated rear seats on the Platinum model. And I'm curious to see if they upgraded to LED lights instead of the incandescent ones. So it looks like they are adding an LE and XLE Plus trim. That is nice to see, because the LE and XLE, they just don't seem like they're getting a lot of love, because they're talking about XSE and above to get all of these other upgrades, and It just seems like they're leaving the LE and XLE out of there. So there is an upgrade that you can get on the LE and XLE if you just don't feel comfortable spending the extra money on a higher trim level like the Limited or Platinum. So you get great features on the Sienna LE. You get like a power driver's seat. You get the 8-inch Toyota audio multimedia system with six speakers. So that's just like the bare minimum. It's not, I guess it's the base model, so you can't really expect much. But the Sienna is rising $2,000 from the 2024 model year, so that will be $39,000. But you can get 12 speaker JBL premium audio system on the XLE Plus package. So you can get the nice audio system on an XLE. I think that is amazing. So this is just talking about the sports styled XSE. You get 20-inch split 5-spoke alloy wheels, and I'm pretty sure they are a little bit darker. You get black mirror caps, and then it also has a certain strut type for the front suspension and a double wishbone type suspension in the rear to achieve a comfortable, responsive ride. I can agree with that. Our Sienna rides very comfortably, and I have no complaints about the ride quality. This is about the Woodland edition. This is kind of a rare model, so you're not really going to see many of these on the road. And it's kind of based on the XLE, but with extra ground clearance, which is nice to have because Siennas are only 6.3 inches off the ground. That's not a lot. And the Woodland edition is about 7 inches off the ground. So you get basically all of the nice stuff that you would want. 7-seat configuration with super long slide second row seats. You get a 12-speaker sound system. Comes standard with all-weather floor mats and a tow hitch and then roof rails and all of that good stuff. Because the idea is that you're going off-road, possibly, so that's what they were thinking there. And then this is an up-close shot at the cool box. I think that's really nice because only the Kia Carnival offers like a fancy-ish second row. I know the Pacifica has like pillows and a rear entertainment system. The Sienna is also doing a great job, but this just takes it to a whole new level. Not the first time I've seen that before. Vacuum is going to be a welcome feature. And I like how they're putting it in the second row. Chrysler is putting it near the third row so that you could access the cargo area, the second row, the first row with that. Honda put it in the trunk, so it would be harder to access the first row, second row with that. So I think Toyota is doing a good job with the design, and the Chrysler is not going to be the only minivan with a vacuum, thankfully. So the Limited and Platinum gets leather trimmed, heated and ventilated front seats. That's pretty standard. That's the same as what we have right now. And then you get the 12-speaker sound system, HDMI output remote control, and 2 wireless headphones. That used to be $100 option, but now they include that as standard equipment. That is nice to see. And that is it for this. So let me just give you the highlights here. The Sienna has always been a great car. It's always been the top of the line, best minivan you could buy. And Toyota is adding some really nice features to this 2025 model. Do I think it's enough to upgrade maybe a 2023 or 2024? Probably not, because of course you guys probably know there's a very long wait list for this car, so you're not going to get one for maybe a year after you order one. I do think that they made good changes, and they made good enough changes to make this what is considered a modern Toyota, similar to the Grand Highlander, Sequoia, Land Cruiser. So I thought that the Kia Carnival was going to take all of the cake, but I was wrong because the Sienna is coming back with it again, and this is still the class-leading minivan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and leave your comments down below on what you think of this 2025 Toyota Sienna. I think it's a great car, but I don't think we will be upgrading our 2023 model quite yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.